Alright guys, I'm at my first property. I would give you, this is a before. I'll give you a little bit before. This is a weekly. See? They fertilize it. They got some Dallas grass there. But yeah, this is it here. I'll show you. I don't do the bushes. I've done them once before, like a major cutback, but that's it. But yeah, let's get it. All right guys, we're all set. I trimmed down some of the weeds in there, and then he had on the other side, he had some nut sedge. But here's what it looks like. For some reason, this yard, it stripes, but it stripes. It almost looks like, I don't know. I don't know, it depends on the year. Sometimes it stripes really hard, and then sometimes it stripes, you know, it kind of has that little line in there. But it's only really this yard. But it was kind of high, honestly, and I might have to raise it up next time, because you can see it's kind of cutting the color out of it. And some areas, it's not scalping, but some areas are like over here, you can see it like almost is scalping. Here is almost scalping, and it's a little soggy. So but overall it looks pretty good for how much rain we've got. But yeah, a little tip if you guys don't know, and then I'll get into my topic, is if say you have to double cut or something, cut it once, edge it, weed eat it, you know, don't blow it, and then let the clippings sit for a while, you know, like as you're doing your other stuff. And then when it's sitting, the sun will kind of dry it out, so then when you do double cut it, it disperses more. I didn't double cut this one, but it made me think of that, and I wanted to share. This one, I just blew off all the clippings. Also, another tip is if you blow the clippings backwards, it disperses them better for some reason. Kind of like the same thing if you're shredding up leaves, mulching leaves with your lawnmower. For some reason, if you do it in reverse, it mulches better. Weird. But yeah, that's number one under the belt. And I'm timing my properties right now. It took 51 minutes, which is under this property is I have it booked. The hourly rate is booked for, or the rate, excuse me, is booked for an hour of my time. So it doesn't usually take me that much longer. There's no leaves in the off season or anything. So, and he's a year-round customer, so it kind of works out. So yeah, on to the next one, then we'll get into the topic, guys. All right guys, we're off to the second property. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. There's a little, see how it has that little, it's almost like I don't know, it almost has like a two lines in that, but it's only that yard that my mower does it. It might be because I still have mulching blade on, just because it's been raining so much. I left my mulching blade on instead of my high lift to try to chunk it up, you know, chew up the clippings more. But yeah, the topic I wanted to talk about, guys, is pooping. And this is for lawn care. So poop in the lawn. Should you charge a poop fee? And what happens if you do charge a poop fee? Or what other options are there if you don't choose to do a poop fee? Working hard. what was weird is because they repaved this road. So why didn't you have that? Me, I would have already done that before I paved it, but maybe here, I'll just be quiet, and because I am not a road worker. Positive. But yeah, anyway, so what are the options if you don't, you know, if you have a customer with poop and you don't want to charge for the poop fee? So basically the first option, and it's kind of what maybe everyone does in their first, when they're kind of a newbie, is you just slide through those dog muds. You know, you just run your mower through it, you suck it up, you slide through it, step in it, get a stinky shoe, and don't charge, and just, you know, hold on to that customer for dear life, because you're just starting out. You don't have that many customers. You got to do what you got to do. So I've been there, I've done that. I've slid through, I don't know if I have any photos, but I've slid through with a slider plate, you know, because I have my little slider plate on the back. I've got it stinky tires, and luckily I never had it on my face, you know, string trimming or anything. That's nasty. But anyway, that is something that can happen. But anyway, that's the first thing, you know, you just deal with it. You know, slide it through. You could hose it off at the customer's house or your house. Hopefully you don't have an enclosed trailer, you know, that you're really stinking up, sliding everything. But that is one option. The second option, you could charge a poop fee. So if they leave poop in their lawn, maybe it's not all the time, maybe it's random, you know, maybe it's a big Great Dane and they're taking a big poopy, and you slide through it, and then you have in your little, hopefully you guys are doing invoices properly, but you tell the customer, you know, yeah, hey, there was a lot of poopy, I'm gonna have to charge my poop fee. Maybe it's $20, maybe $30, maybe it's a whole yard and it's $50, whatever you need to discuss. But just make sure that they know that before you try to add that on, because then they could get pissed. Also, if you try to raise the price, they can you know, let you go as your as their service provider. So they may let you go because of the poop anyway. Or you could be, which this is the option that I did, is I'm trying to be positive and proactive, and I saw that there was a problem, and the problem is I'm running through mud pies and the customer doesn't have time, because I mean, people are busy. I'm busy, you're busy, everyone's busy. Some people don't have time to pick up poop. Some people don't want to. So I gave my customer the option of, I can pick up the poop, here's the fee. Some have, majority have signed on for that, but some haven't. And the ones that haven't, you know, I just tell them like, hey, you know, I'm not going to be able to do the back lawn anymore, or hey, there's way too much poopy, I'll either have to charge a fee, or, you know, I do offer that service if you want to. And they're like, no, I can pick it up, can you cut the back? And I was like, oh, did you pick it up? And they're like, no, I haven't. So then I can't cut the back because I'm not running through it. I got kind of tired of sniffing it. So you still sniff it when you pick it up, but you're making money doing it, so it ain't really a problem anymore for me. But yeah, that's some options there. I'm at my second property, second and third, they're neighbors. I'll give you a shot. Boom. That one down there is really long. That one grows down there. They probably need to be weekly, but they're on vacation, so they're not. They're kind of they just kind of hop on the schedule, and it doesn't take me that long to mow it, so kind of easy. So yeah, I'll get you some shots of the after, just because I'm trying to put some pep in my step today, guys. All right, I'm all set. Here you go. Looks pretty good. Put stuff back. I did have one boo-boo, which in tomorrow's video, I hate this right here. I can't get these little scragglers. It took me about an hour, and this one was really long. And then right there, it always, because my mower doesn't have the anti-scalp wheels, it always scalps right there. So next time, I'm gonna just cut around it and weed whack this. But this is what my next video, tomorrow's video, is gonna be about, is what to do if you make a mistake on the property. So stay tuned for that. You can see I kind of covered it with clippings so it doesn't look, not that I'm hiding it, because I'm gonna tell the customer, but just so it looks a little more green instead of bright dirt. But then they had some weeds over here. I sprayed the little weeds, and then along the street. So yeah, it took about an hour. On to the next one, guys. All right, guys, I got this big bush to trim up, this bush, that bush, and then in the neighbors, I got to do the neighbors' bushes. And then I'm gonna mow their grass, but they don't. I don't really charge for mowing, but I gotta mow it anyway because I'm gonna mulch up the leaves, the bush clippings. So I got 1, 2, 3. I think no, there's not one over there, and then a couple in the back. And then they want to. This is just like a random. They just want their bushes in the edging, but I also weed whack and mow it while I'm doing it. So, and I'll weed whack this little strip that they missed. So, just taking care of them. But yeah, here's one bush here. Got to do that one, and then it's not including this. I quoted them to clean that out, and they don't want to do that. So, let's get started. I'm gonna set my timer. All right, we'll get started. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, here's what we're working with now. It's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I got this one trim, this one trim, this one trim, 3 in the front over there, and then like 7 in the back. But yeah, it's looking really good. They're not really hard to trim. They're just a little bit tall for me. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I shut the gate back there. But yeah, on to the next one, guys. Boom. All right, guys, this is what we got. I did not stripe this one because it was a little long, so there was a lot of clippings. So I kind of just dispersed the clippings. You can see still a little bit. Those will blow away because, as you can see, this is what I've been dealing with, this type of weather, man. It's just like it won't stop raining just randomly, and then everything gets all soggy. But everything's looking good. Let's give you a quick shot. Looks good. Looks good. The rain feels good, at least. And I just finished blowing it off, so finished right in time. Got my Gilligan hat with the little tail on it, staying cool. Now I'm getting a little wet. Hopefully I can get one more done. That would be nice. But this one, let's check the time, guys. Let's check the time. This one was 39 minutes, and that's with front and back and a poop scoop. So it's one dog, $20 for a poop scoop. And I put it in, I use my little bucket in my scooper, and then I have a little trash bag. Tie it up, put it in the customer's trash can. Out of mind, I don't have to slide through it. So that's what I did. Look at this, guys. This rain is killing me. Rained yesterday. I had like a, I don't even know, man. It was like a almost an hour delay. So who knows? I think I can get one more. What do you guys think? Do we call it a wash? I think I'm at 6 right now. Should I go mowing this? It's probably gonna blow over, guys. So, but yeah, maybe one more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6. So maybe we could do one more. I had some lady text me randomly. So yeah. I don't know. Let's go. Got him, guys. All right, here's the last property. So I gotta be careful here. And then we got these here. These are like my arch enemy. I told her I'm not gonna be responsible if these things break, because these things break if I just look at them. See, I can't even look at this. And then that, when they go in the ground, see, they have all these things in the ground. I can't be messing around with that. See, it already broke. See, look at that. So we got this. This is before. See, I'll get it after and I'll time it for you guys. All right, guys, you can see this isn't a regular customer and it's super soaking wet, so I'm not spraying this stuff. This customer, and you can see there's some clippings here. It was pretty overgrown. The edge, when it's wet, you can't really edge it with the, you can, but it just makes mud with the edger. So I string trimmed the edge, and the edge was super overgrown, so looks pretty good for me. You know, if they wanted to up on the weekly schedule or the bi-weekly, it would look better. I did double cut this, so I think it turned out pretty good for our soggy situations. And then this here, this edge is okay. And then this is pretty tricky to mow right here because it's so I think they had like a bunch of trees or something here, so it kind of mows kind of weird. But yeah, it looks pretty good. This one was a front only, so pretty easy. Let me tell you the time here. Time is 37 minutes, so not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you, and I hope you guys have fun. I hope you have fun watching, and let me know in the comment if you have any tips or tricks, or you know, anything that you think that would help me, or if you have any questions that may help you, let me know. Thanks for watching.